at my church at Bethel AME, and we had the dialogue for 4.5 hours with the COAB, the COAB, the mayor, the police union president, and a room full of lawyers and community members for about 4.5 hours. I know that the city brought in some recording devices. They had the audio set up. I hope you guys are listening to that, and I hope that the city put it on the record so that it could be given to the Department of Justice as well, because the dialogue that happened during that time, we had an agenda that broke down exactly what was happening with this program. We even worked with Amy Ruiz to extend the amount of time for the application process. We as community members went out on your behalf as a marketing and PR community. We used grassroots. We didn't even have paper. We went and got paper from members of the COAB and different people in our community. We probably got thousands of flyers. We had hours of meetings. We had weeks, probably I would say more than 100 days, getting community members ready for this opportunity to bring justice to James Chassie and other members of our community that have been killed by the police, have been treated with excessive force, have been dying in custody. We take this very seriously. I don't think that any of the community members that have ever come to this forum have come here because they wanted to be looked at as celebrities or they're trying to dysfunctionize this process. I think that they feel like they're obligated to stand up as they are based on the settlement agreement.
Right on.
And so when you guys made it clear to us that this process was not to demonize or criminalize the people that were most vulnerable in our community at this black church, 127 years old, with a lot of different community members, disabled, elder, people of color, people with mental health disabilities, children, the people that the police are killing. Those people, their family members, were in that church. You guys made a covenant as a system to work within this community. It has been broken at every point. The last meeting that I was at was in May of 2015. And at the time that that meeting was taking place, there was members of this audience and of the COAB that knew that there was another situation that was happening that had involvement with the police. Members of our organization that are community advocates and first responders were being intimidated and basically assaulted by the police during the meeting here, and no one thought that it would make sense to let us know that that was happening a couple of blocks down the street. This is at last Thursday when some of our members of Don't Shoot Portland were actually about to be tased and shot by the police during the time that they were trying to render first aid to people that had been shot. Those are people that gave you guys the value, that told the community, hundreds of their friends and family members, that this was a safe and clear process, that this process would work for us, that this process would get us forward. I can tell you right now, out of our organization, people that came into these meetings, that wrote their names down, that have testified, that have done the engagement part, a lot of them have had handcuffs on since we started doing business with y'all. The ones that haven't had handcuffs on, that still want to come in here and dialogue with you, they get intimidated, they get assaulted, they get insulted. You don't verbally isolate someone from a process that has to do with people that they know and love being killed and murdered. And to refer to a process that's in a book, an old law book, about public testimony and public meetings, this is not the same type of public meeting that's referred to in that document. This meeting right here is about a settlement with the Department of Justice through Judge Simon. So what you gotta do is you need to think of a new protocol to deal with the situation. You don't implement strategies from 2002 or 2010 or 2015 to this process right here. You're building the process. You're building the process. So be considerate of that. Don't violate the civil liberties of the people that are most vulnerable. That's why you're here now. That's why you're here now. They're not the problem.
Your time is up.
And one more thing for security. Don't bring security up in here no more. Y'all know better than that. You do not bring security to a meeting that has to do with people being killed by security or police officers.
Right. Right. Right.
He doesn't have a voice loud enough to talk without a mic.
These are the people y'all represent. You don't represent the police. You represent.
Why don't you give a real community member an extra minute to talk?
I can't hear myself. If y'all can't build a discussion to deal with these people in a way that makes sense, that's
Laura, you're out of order.
Or a hostile
Laura, please return to the other side of the barrier.
Then you're not qualified to do the job.
Laura,
Right
the
now, what I
agreement
think
was
needs to
that
happen-
if you
what I think needs
could
to
not
happen
comply
is
with the
Judge
rules,
Simon
you would be
needs
removed.
to indict the system. There needs to be an investigation.
Yeah.
You guys need to detain this process. It needs to cease and desist.
Right.
Period. Stop the process.
Laura.
and judge
Right.
for an investigation. The Department
Hey.
of Justice should be making that suggestion themselves.
Right.
The Department of Justice should be making that suggestion themselves.
Hell yeah.
Check your
Yes.
record. You guys are out of order.
Yes.
And start
No
with Mr.
security.
Yes.
And cutting me off violating my free speech.
Start with you.
Commissioner Fritz.
Everybody yielded.